WandaVision is the first Disney Plus series set in the MCU or the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The series brings the style of classic American sitcoms to show Wanda and Vision living their ideal suburban lives, where not everything is as it seems. WandaVision had a total of 9 episodes, and today I'm gonna talk about it and give some reasons why the TV series is so good. Hi, I'm Alex. Welcome to one more episode of the Reasons Why podcast, and today we're gonna talk about WandaVision. So first, what is WandaVision about? Okay, so the series basically has two spheres because you have what is happening inside a dome, and here you have Vision and you have Wanda living their perfect American lives. This is to represent especially the sitcoms from the 50s, from the 60s, and I loved that. In the first 3 episodes of the TV series, you don't know what's going on, and this is amazing because you just have fun with the characters. Here and there, they give you some clues there is something strange going on, So for example, the first episode is black and white, as the second one, and a toy helicopter, colorful red actually, appears in their garden, and you think, oh my gosh, what the hell is going on? A strange man appears in the middle of the night. So you realize Wanda can control things she doesn't like. So she says, oh, just a sec, I don't like that, go back. She can do that. So you kind of realize she's kind of controlling everything. The doubt is this happening inside her mind, or she's controlling the whole town? It is an answer you're gonna have in the future. So the first 3 episodes, you kind of introduce the character, basically Wanda and Vision living their lives. They kind of they spend some time making their relation more profound. And I really like that. You have fun with the episodes. They're really funny, especially with their interaction with the city, But at the same time, there's something strange there. Something is not right. Okay, so your first question might be, who are Wanda and Vision, and what do I have to watch in order to understand what's going on? Alright, so Wanda is a character from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, introduced in the Avengers 2, Era of Ultron. I think the name is that. As Vision, he was introduced in the same movie. It is funny because she begins like the enemy to be beaten in the movie, I'm not gonna spoil the movie, but anyway, all you have to understand is she is introduced in that movie, Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. Her relation with Vision is a little more developed in the next movies, like Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. So basically, these are the movies you have to watch. You have some other characters not so important, like Darcy. She's a character introduced in the first movies of Thor. And you have another character, a police officer, that also appears in one of the movies of Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man 2. And one last character you can see in another movie is Monica Rambeau. She appears as a child in the first movie of Captain Marvel. Since the Captain Marvel takes place in the 90s, there she is just a child. Here she's an adult, and she's part of an organization, a kind of new shield named SWORD, which is very interesting. So I have these 3 episodes produced to introduce the characters, and then in episode 4 you finally have some answers because you see the whole episode from Monica's point of view. So what's going on? Basically, you have Wanda manipulating a whole city, She's created this kind of dome, and what's inside the dome is under her control. So a whole city, thousands of people, she's controlling them, and they do exactly what she wants. So she wants to live like in a sitcom. This is what everybody does. Everybody does what she wants them to do. But you can see they're suffering. Here and there, you have the chance to see how people are suffering because they're following her lead. They don't control their bodies anymore, and they can't control their minds either. And this is very painful. you know? So in the episodes 4, 5, and 6, you have the development of the story. You kind of see what's going on here and there. You see Monica's Rumble point of view, you know what's going on outside the dome, and how, especially SWORD, this new organization, is trying to get in the dome. You also have the chance to see what happened to Vision. Remember Vision? The real Vision? Because until now, you don't know who this Vision that appears with her is. I mean, he doesn't remember what happened before the whole situation, the whole TV series. So you don't know if she took her body, her dead body, and put a soul in it, or if he is just her a product of her imagination. You don't know. So episodes 4, 5, and 6 are basically to develop these characters and to already give you some answers. Nobody's behind Wanda. She's controlling everything and everybody. So I do believe they divided the series into 3 acts. Episodes 1, 2, and 3, it's kind of an introduction. Development, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, and 9, you start getting some answers. Like, for example, a lot of theories on the internet about Mephisto, who is a devil, being the big villain of the TV series, which is not. The real villain is a witch named Agatha. I found that awesome. A lot of people got disappointed because, I don't know, nowadays the fans of pop culture, they want to be writers, you know? They don't want to sit and enjoy the show. They want to create a lot of these crazy theories, and in the end, when they get surprised, they don't like it. So I prefer just watching the show. I don't want to get involved in creating theories. Oh, I think this is Mephisto and that is Mephisto. You know, whatever. I just enjoy the show. I'm really glad the TV series that WandaVision was a success of public and a success of critic too. I always like to check the grade. I always like to check how people evaluate the series. So I check a website named IMDb, and the grades are pretty great. People think WandaVision is an 8.3, which is my opinion is a very good grade. Okay, so according to Kevin Feige, despite its success, WandaVision is not gonna get a second season. Why? Basically because the series they are creating for Disney Plus are to develop characters that are not so important or not so popular, to get their own movie, and to introduce new characters, like they did with Monica Rambeau, which is gonna appear in the next Captain Marvel, and she's gonna appear in other series, in other shows too. I think it works like that. WandaVision has a beginning, the middle, and the end, and that's it. It's more than enough, right? I really loved the TV series, but I don't think a second season would be appropriate. I loved the end, for example. Another thing that I really liked was the introduction of Scarlet Witch, which is Wanda's real character in the comic books. Here they really bring the character. I mean, she really becomes the Scarlet Witch, who is a very powerful witch, stronger than Doctor Strange, for example. I mean, this happens in the last episodes. I hope I'm not spoiling anything for you. So, in a nutshell, I really would recommend this show because I think it is great. You know, I mean, with its budget of $200 million, I don't think they could create something that is not good. I mean, I'm not saying it isn't impossible. So if I recommend the show, yes, I really recommend the show. It is available on Disney Plus. Even if you're not a big fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy the show if you like this kind of stuff, because you laugh a little, you like the characters, and you suffer with them, alright? And if you are a big fan of the MCU, of course I recommend the show. It's an obligation for us, because the show developed better a character that's gonna be very important for Phase 4 of the MCU, which is Scarlet Witch, right? Besides Monica Rambeau, I think she's gonna be very important too. I got disappointed because she gets these powers and she never questions herself, you know? Where did these powers come from? What can I do? So she gets these abilities and she plays with it sometimes, but she never questions. I guess they will explain better her powers in the next movies and TV series. Alright. So, what's next for Wanda? I mean, According to Kevin Feige, if you don't know, Kevin Feige is like the big boss in the Marvel Universe. Wanda will be very important in Phase 4. I mean, not necessarily as a villain. She's gonna be in the next movie, in the next Doctor Strange 2. I think she's gonna appear in other movies too. And from now on, we're gonna have a lot of TV shows by Disney Plus, right? Like Falcon, Winter Soldier, and then in June, we're gonna have Loki. I'm very curious for this TV series. And we're gonna have some movies, I hope we do, like The Eternals. So guys, in my opinion, WandaVision opens Marvel's Stage 4 in a very beautiful way. The TV series is almost perfect. So guys, thanks for watching this episode of Reasons Why, a podcast about pop culture and social issues. For now, only pop culture. I'm gonna talk about social issues later. New episodes every Friday, okay? You can get in touch with us at reasonswhycast@gmail.com. You can check my Instagram, which is Reasons Why Podcast, or my blog, reasonswhypodcast.blogspot.com. See you around.